Claude Cowork might be the most underrated AI tool right now. It can read your files, it can control your browser, it can connect to your apps and actually do work for you, not just answer questions about it. This is one of the best AI agents out there that actually works as an employee, but most people still use it for some of the simple stuff. Every morning, I wake up and my entire content planning session is already done for me. Top performing AI videos researched, content gaps identified, script outlines are written for me, all before I'm even at my desk. You can build skills inside Cowork that teach it exactly how you work. You can set up scheduled tasks that run while you sleep, and with Dispatch, you can control everything straight from your phone. And in this video, I'm walking you through everything that you need to know to set up Claude Cowork the right way and actually get it working for you. Every single prompt, every single template, all of it is inside our free school community. The link is down in the description below. But right now, let's hop over to the PC. Now, before we do that, we have to discuss what is Claude Cowork. So when you open up the Claude desktop app, you see that there are 3 tabs at the top. It is Chat, Cowork, and also Code. Now, here's the simplest way to think about it. Chat is an assistant who answers your questions. You ask something and it responds. You copy the text and you go do something with it yourself. Now, code is for writing code, running prompts, and also shipping entire products. It's powerful, but you need a technical background in order to use it. And then you have Cowork. It's an employee who completes entire tasks on your computer. All you do is you describe what you want done, you walk away, you come back to a finished file that is sitting in your folder. It's real Excel spreadsheets with working formulas, real PowerPoint decks with proper formatting, real Word documents that are done and ready to send. So when should you use Cowork over chat? Well, there's 4 situations. Complex tasks that you want handled start to finish. Anything that needs direct access to your local files, repetitive work across many items, and anything that combines local files with online research. Now, if your task hits any of these 4, then you are going to want to use Cowork. Now, I'm pretty sure that you know most tutorials out there rush through the setup, but it is so important. That's exactly why most people's outputs always sound so generic, so please do not skip this. Create your working folder. Don't point Claude at your entire documents directory. Create a dedicated folder, and I call mine Cowork Station, and give Claude access to only that. Now inside it, I have 3 subfolders. It is context, projects, and output. Context is what Claude needs to know about me, or about you in this case. Projects is where your active work lives. Output is where deliverables land once they are completed. So set up your MD files, and this is the most important step in this entire video. Now, inside your context folder, create 3 markdown files. About me, MD, your role, business, audience, what you care about, your brand, voice, MD, your tone, style examples, words that you use, and the words that you avoid. Working preferences.md is how you want documents formatted and how Claude should handle the ambiguity. And then Claude reads these automatically at the start of every session. So the best part is that you never actually have to ever re-explain yourself again. And then last one is global instructions. You go to settings, you go to Cowork, you go to global instructions, you set your default ones, and then you have the tone, the role, the context, the formatting rules, and they apply to every Cowork session. So think of it as the standing brief that you give to a new person that you are hiring on day 1. Now, I'm pretty sure that you can see why the setup is so important, okay? So now let's leave the setup for just a moment and let me show you something that your business would actually pay someone to do. I've got a folder with 6 raw client meeting transcripts. There's discovery calls, there's strategy sessions, there's follow-ups, there's messy text files. I need a project tracker and follow-up emails for each client. Now, here's the prompt, and I'm only going to be using one prompt, so watch closely. Notice the task planner on the right. Claude broke this into parallel work streams. Now here's what most tutorials never show you, the actual output. Here's what it looks like. Proper columns, deadlines extracted from the context. Someone said end of next week in the call. Claude calculated the actual date. Now that's conditional formatting on priority. Summary row at the bottom. And this is a spreadsheet that you could send to a client right now. It has a follow-up email, references, specific things in the meeting, and it confirms action items with deadlines. And it's simple and it's ready to send. This would have been about 2 to 3 hours of manual work. Claude did this in about 4 minutes. Now here's the problem with what I just showed you. Next week there's new transcripts, there's the same tasks, and Claude has forgotten everything. My formatting preferences, my email tone, my spreadsheet structure, all of it is just gone. Every session starts from zero. It's kind of like briefing a new intern every Monday morning. Now, projects on the other hand, that is what fixes this. A project is a persistent workspace. It's your instructions, your context files, and your memory is all of it is just baked in. Claude remembers what you did in the last session and it builds it. There's no re-explaining on your part. Let me create one, okay? So I'm pointing it at my existing client work folder and I'm adding instructions. Use my brand voice from the context files, emails under 150 words. Now watch the difference. Same transcript task from earlier on. It's the same prompt, it's the same files, but inside the project, the spreadsheet uses my preferred column order. The emails match my actual tone. The formatting is exactly how I specified it, and I didn't re-explain a single thing. And next week, when I drop new transcripts in here, it will be even better because the project's memory now includes what I adjusted from this session. One project per recurring workflow, client deliverables, YouTube content, admin and finance, each one gets smarter every time I use it. Now projects give you memory, skill gives you repeatability, and the difference here really matters. A skill is an instruction file that tells Claude exactly how to handle a specific type of work. Think of it as a playbook for repeatable tasks. Cowork ships with built-in skills for common files, which is like Excel, PowerPoint, Word, PDFs. When you ask Claude to build a spreadsheet, it pulls the Excel skill automatically. Proper formulas, formatting, charts, not a data dump, an actual working file. But the real power is the custom skills. Let me show you the difference and how to build on screen. So first, I'm going to ask Claude to help me write my YouTube script. Now, I'll tell it my tone, my preferences, my talking styles, and basically all the information I can give it, I'm about to. Now, I'll ask Claude to write the same script, one with the skill and once without. And here's what Claude produced with the skill. Like, as you can see, it's fine. I mean, it's accurate and it sounds like every other AI-generated script on the internet. There's generic hooks, it's predictable, the structure is predictable, there's zero personality whatsoever. Now, watch what happens with my custom skills loaded. Completely different output. It's the same prompt, the hooks are punchy, the structure matches what actually works on my channel. The tone is conversational and it reads like something that I'd actually say on camera, not something that an AI wrote. That's what a custom skill does. Scheduled tasks, on the other hand, lets you write a prompt once, and then you can just pick a cadence, daily, weekly, or even monthly, and Claude runs it automatically. There's no code, there's no APIs, there's no third-party automation tools, just a prompt and a schedule. Just click schedule in the left sidebar, then you're going to hit new task, you're going to write the prompt, and then you're going to pick your frequency, and you are going to save. I'm going to be setting up my morning briefing daily at 6 a.m. to check my Gmail for unread messages in the last 12 hours, and then check my Google Calendar for today's events, summarize what's on my plate, and save the briefing as morningbrief.md in my daily briefings folder. And now let's actually see if it's working, okay? As you can see, this is literally about 2 hours of work done automatically before I even wake up. Now, you are going to get 3 warnings before you schedule everything. One is tasks only run while your computer is awake, and Claude Desktop must be open. If you need overnight automation, adjust your energy settings so that your machine doesn't sleep. Then 2 is each task draws from your usage allowance, so make sure not to add any fluff tasks. And then 3 is always test manually first. Run the prompt, review the output, tweak it until it's producing exactly what you want. And then once all of that is done, then you schedule it. Now, what if you are not at your desk? That's where Dispatch comes in. Dispatch lets you text Claude a task from your phone. It runs the full workflow on your desktop, and you basically just come back to all of your finished files. Your phone is the remote control, your desktop is the heavy lifting. Now, the setup takes about 2 minutes. All you have to do is you literally just go onto your phone, and then you open up Claude Cowork, and then Dispatch is in the left panel. And that's basically it. And now, from my phone, I'm typing in pull my YouTube analytics from this week, compare against last week, and create a performance summary and save it to my YouTube content project. And that's basically it. And now the task hits my desktop, and then Claude fires up inside my YouTube content project. So it already has my preferences and my context loaded. It pulls the data, it runs the comparison, it generates the summary, it saves it, then push notification on my phone comes through when it's done. Now, one thing that you do need to know is that Claude auto-routes to the right mode. So coding tasks go to Claude Code. Knowledge work goes to Cowork. You don't choose. Claude figures it out based on what you asked for. Okay, let me build my entire YouTube content system live, and then I'm going to show you what it looks like when it runs. First, create a project called YouTube content, point it at the dedicated folder, add in the instructions. I run a YouTube channel about AI automation for entrepreneurs. Conversational tone, pattern, interrupt hooks, problem, first sections, spoken paragraphs, never bullet points. And then just drop your aboutme.md and brandvoice.md into the context files. And then second, save your YouTube script skill.md from earlier into your skills directory. And then third, connect Gmail, Google Calendar, Slack, and Notion. And then fourth, inside the project, set up 2 scheduled tasks. Morning briefing daily at 6 a.m. Check my Gmail, Google Calendar, and Notion. Summarize what's on my plate and save as morningbrief.md in daily briefings. And then content research. Mornings at 9 a.m. Search trending AI automation topics from the past 7 days. Identify 3 video opportunities. Save a research brief to this project folder. And then post a summary for me over to Slack. Now, once all of these steps are won, all you have to do is just hit schedule. And then lastly, connect to Dispatch. Then I pick the best concept, I pull out my phone, and then Dispatch draft a full script outline for concept 2 using my YouTube script skill, save to YouTube content project. And then I come back to a script outline that matches my voice, it follows my structure, and references the research from that morning. Not a chatbot. This is what you call a cool working system. Okay, 3 things to walk away with. 1. Set up your folder structure and MD files. 2. Use projects for anything you do more than once. And then 3. Schedule tasks are the real unlock. Every prompt, every template, and the exact folder structure from this video is all inside our free school community. The link is down in the description below. Drop a comment to let us know what you think about the video, and also tell me which section hit the hardest. I can promise you that I'm going to take my time to read through each and every single one of your comments. And also, give this video a like, check out the video that's popping up on the screen right now, and I will catch you on the next one.